It's always a pleasure to be here in this region. The pace of growth, the incredible optimism, and the fact you bring the world together. So yeah, I mean, I just freshly signed a deal with a large Chinese company where we'll be working together on clean energy in China. Wonderful thing about this region is you have a long-term planning horizon. So you can simultaneously say, we need to make the investments in new energy to ensure that we pass a better climate to our children, but at the same time, we can make decisions that look after the citizens of today. In fact, across the region, the focus on looking after citizens is huge. And so working with companies in the UAE, in Saudi, all of the focus is how do we invest in the technologies for the future, but build the skills and the innovation for today. Well, I think right now, we look at the cost of fossil fuels, of gas and oil, and the cost of electricity from solar and battery. They're very similar costs. The incredible thing is that many of the technologies, particularly around solar and battery, are improving exponentially. And so I think by the time we've built this new demand, we're actually going to be able to do it so much more cheaply than we realize. And that will be a combination of all of the energies. But I think in particular, this region is blessed not only with the oil and gas reserves that enabled the development we see today, but with incredible sunshine and human talent to be able to build the next generation of global energy resources. And the investments I'm seeing in this mean that I'm sure Wood Mackenzie are right, and we need to act urgently because of the climate, but we can do so in a way that actually enhances these regions, by the way, and also builds the AI data centers, the computing power of the future, but perhaps in ways that are more sustainable than we expect. Renewables are quick, right? One of the great things in this region is it works with every country in the world. And so we can see that, for example, in China, 74% of all of the renewables being built in the world right now are being built in China. But those technologies that are being innovated there are now available for everyone. And so, for example, here in Saudi, I think last year there was 0 gigawatts of batteries on the grid, and there's now 8 gigawatts. Now, by the way, for people who don't know what a gigawatt is, that's a lot of electricity. So very, very quickly, we're building out these technologies. And in many ways, these can be the quickest technologies. They're made in factories, they're available, we can scale them up. And so, again, I think what we find is, I remember exactly the same kind of conversations when we saw the world's first smartphones. When smartphones first appeared, they were expensive, the connectivity was bad. You never saw that they would replace every other form of communication, but they did.